order. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good morning. Next is the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll go ahead and second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Renee can't be here today. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. Next is the approval of the minutes of May 4th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for May 4th.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment totaling $79,082.44.
I'll make a motion to approve claims for payment.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next we have is a cooperative agreement for the sanitary and related services. This is with Story County. We have currently had them in play, and they wanted some changing on the wording of this. I think it only goes on for another 2 weeks. It was a 60-day agreement.
Rick's looked it over.
Rick has looked it over.
I'll make a motion to approve the cooperative agreement for sanitary and related services with Story County.
I'll go ahead and second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next we have is an open records policy. This policy is intended to implement the provisions of the Iowa Code, Chapter 22, providing assistance to citizens requesting examination of public records and to the employees in fulfilling those requests. The goal is to assist citizens making requests that assure that the responses to the open records requests are made appropriately and timely.
I'll make a motion to approve the open records policy.
I'll go ahead and second that. Any discussion?
We did add the ability for us to assign fees if the records that we're making available are costing the county money.
Mike, I know you worked on this. Do you have any comments you want on it?
Just that it's a policy to outline handling for staff to handle requests. We'll make sure it's disseminated to all the staff and department heads. It does mention that reasonable fees can be charged as per Iowa Code, and that is kind of left up to the department head depending on the type of record. We probably will examine fees in the next few months just to make sure we're uniform across all the departments in the county.
Right.
We haven't examined that in a couple of years, so it's probably time. And that there are exemptions to open records requests, such things as like motor vehicle documents and things related to HIPAA and health information, and those are handled in that Iowa Code Chapter 22 that's referenced in the policy, so those are exceptions.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now we have is change regular meeting date of next week's meeting. We talked about it a little bit last week. There's a drainage meeting that I know a couple of us wanted to attend for sure. So I'm open for suggestions.
Are we needing to meet to approve claims, or can we just wait a week and go the following week?
I would say we could probably wait a week unless anything has to be paid. And we could always do a warrant, or we
Yep.
could have another meeting. Pardon me. We could put another meeting on a different day.
We'll be, and actually we can assign that later if we need to. Just make sure we
For
get it
claims.
done. Yeah. So I would say that I'll make a motion to basically not meet next week and then reconvene with our following week's meeting, and that'll enable us to go to the drainage.
So the motion is to change the regular meeting date, not having it on the 18th, and to
And we wouldn't be
have
changing it, we would just
have our next meeting
have
at the 25th.
regular time on the 25th. Yep.
I will go ahead and second that. Any discussion?
So there won't be any claims at all next week then?
Do we need to have claims next week?
We can meet
Well-
to approve claims on a different day. The meeting that we would like to attend is during the same, it conflicts with next week's meeting.
I don't know if there's any that has to be paid. There's always claims to be paid on Wednesdays, and some people have deadlines, you know, for bills that have to be paid. So if they're not gonna be paid this coming Wednesday, it'd be the next Wednesday, might put somebody in a bind, but I don't know that, just thinking about deadlines, wondering if,
We can see if there are any deadlines. Some counties meet every other week anyway, but we should,
But we're
but you're
used
right.
to
No, I
every-
totally understand.
yeah, and I'm
So-
just putting it out there, just because,
What do
Or-
we need,
or we
48
could s-
hours?
Or we could still have a meeting and have a call in. I could be here.
I guess it would be an auditor's question, you know, whether they have any right now that are needing to be paid. So.
I don't either. I mean,
The only bad thing about calling in is that the meetings that we'd be attending are right through our regular drainage meeting, or our regular supervisors board meeting. So that would be a hard thing to do at regular time. We'd have to change time.
so would you like to change the time? We're still in discussion.
Or do you want to change days and then have us be here?
I don't. It's what time?
Well, that's a hard
Do you
thing
know
with
what time the
with
meeting will be
Renee not
over?
being here.
Do you have an idea what time the meeting will be over? Do you know what time it starts?
It's throughout the day. And it starts
It
around
starts
9
at-
o'clock.
No,
Yeah.
it starts at 9. I was thinking it started at 10. I mean, we could have a short meeting in the morning. I could be
We
here.
still have the drive, though.
I know, but you could do it by phone. If you called in by phone, you and Renee both could call in by phone, have a short meeting just for claims and nothing else on the agenda.
It-
I'm open to any suggestion.
Well, if there's a late fee for claims that didn't get paid, you can just pay the late fee and not have the meeting. How about that?
You don't want to be here, huh? Or we could do a warrant. I believe we can do warrants.
Why don't we tentatively schedule a meeting, and is 9 o'clock fine?
9's fine with me. Change your earlier meeting date to 9 o'clock
Yeah.
on the 18th.
I can find a rest area somewhere and pull over.
Would you like to amend your motion?
I'll amend my previous motion and change, I'll make a motion to change our meeting time for our Board of Supervisor meeting to 9 o'clock next Wednesday. And that would be the 18th.
Okay, so I'll second that. So the motion is to change the regular meeting time to 9 o'clock next Wednesday on the 18th. And the regular May 25th meeting will still be the 25th.
Yes.
Okay. I can second that. Or, Yeah, I seconded that. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next I have is the Recorder's Monthly Report of $30,799.90.
And I'll make a motion to approve the recorder's monthly report.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next we have is an application for fireworks permit at D&J Farms, Danny Hauser.
Everything looks good. Answered yes to all the safety factors. I'll make a motion to approve the fireworks permit application for D&J Farms by Daniel Hauser.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now we have is approval of the fiscal year 2016-17 health insurance rates. And we've talked about this off and on with our advisor. They had some high numbers, they came back with low numbers. And the one proposed to us is 8% right here.
I'll make a motion to approve the fiscal year 16-17 health insurance rates at 8%.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
And that's an increase.
What's that mean, 8%? 8% the employee share, or the whole premium goes up 8%?
The whole premium goes up 8%.
Mhm.
And then the employee share would be 6%
Okay.
of the premium on a basic plan. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is changes.
Excuse me, you need to set then on your sheet that you have, you just set your premiums, you need to set the employee contribution, please.
The employee contributions. I don't want to read this wrong. You need the non-union insurance contributions also when we set this?
That bottom section, Kelly requested 2 motions.
Okay. On the non-union employees' insurance contribution rates, the Blue Advantage single plan is $36.16, the 2-person is $68.81, and the family is $109.90. On the Alliance Select plan, the single contribution would be $93.14, the 2-person would be $177.50, and the family plan would be $283.14.
I'll make a motion to approve the non-union employee insurance contribution rates that were just read.
I will second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now you need the one for the regular, okay. Now I have a change of status, Sheriff's Office. I have 2 changes of statuses.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for Aaron Frank. Hourly rate $12.61, permanent part-time resignation.
I'll go ahead and second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status. Sheriff's Department, Sarah Meester, Communications Specialist, $12.61 an hour, permanent part-time, resignation.
I'll second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is a utility permit, 5/11/16.
I'll make a motion to approve the utility permit. Motion to approve Hardin County utility permit application by Heart of Iowa Communications for the purpose of burying communication cable and equipment along the along and across Ellis, Jackson, Clay, Tipton, Pleasant, Eldora, and Union Townships.
I'll second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Secondary roads.
We've got 3 of the 10 motor grader routes, the rock haul to already, so we're way ahead of the curve compared to last year. It's the first.
Sounds good. Anything else for us? Okay. Any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned.